What is going on, Jets fans? Welcome back into Jets Media. We are live here on Tuesday. Man, this has been a crazy weekend in Jets land. Crazy weekend for me. As you guys know, I was in Miami for the Roundtable Sports event, and I'm just getting recalibrated after that weekend, getting, unpacked and settling back in. And, I'll just say this. I did not get a lot of sleep on that trip. So bear with me as your boy is trying to get back in the swing of things. I wanted to go live to talk about the latest news and updates and what the storylines are with the New York Jets heading into this week, after that loss to the Miami Dolphins. Where they at in the draft? What are the storylines that the Jets players are talking about? I mean, there's always something with this team, right? Big shout out to BetUS for always sponsoring this channel all season long. Make sure you guys check them out as always. Much love to BetUS, okay? Now, this Jets football team has been a gigantic disappointment, to say the least, and I just cannot keep coming back. I cannot stop coming back to the point of last game against the Dolphins was the perfect example of how bad this team has been all season. It's been the same story of how they've been losing, and I think that there is a losing DNA. As Garrett Wilson put it post-game, there's a gene. How are they going to get rid of that? That's a great question. Hopefully, it's going to be with this new coaching staff that we bring in. Big question is who that will be, okay? Let's get into the chat. We got AJR. What up? What up? What up? Todd's in the chat. Dane, Jason, JT. Appreciate you guys. Glenn, I have to admit, you are Musk to the team, even though this team has done nothing for you your whole life. That is very true. Sup, Rich? What's up, Raymond? Sorry for your loss, Richie. Literally. Yeah, literally. Absolutely. Draft pick video on the horizon. Yeah, I don't want to be doing draft pick videos, but I'm going to have to, aren't I? I'm going to have to do draft videos. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button if you did not already. Come support your boy by simply smashing the like button. Much love to you guys. My boys in the chat, what's good? What's good? Jet it out. Nebraska Jets fan. Much love to everybody. Listen, man, I just feel like what we are witnessing before our eyes is the only thing I'm clinging on to and being hopeful is the worst Jets season that we'll see for a long time. I really hope so. Now, I'm no, future seer, right? I don't know what's to come. I don't know who we're hiring. I don't know what's going to happen next season and beyond. But I find it hard to believe that we're going to witness more of a disappointing season than this one. And the reason for that is I don't think this Jets fan base is ever going to get super hyped up again like they were heading into this season and last season. With the addition of Aaron Rodgers and all these players and blah, 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 it just feels like there's nobody, and that's why this season hurts so much. It's not because we suck. It's because we're in every game. We feel like we're going to win games just to lose it in the end with a roster that we feel like is talented. And we're 0-6 in games that are decided by one score. And that's the thing about this team. It doesn't feel like it's far away. I mean, you watched that Jets-Dolphins game, and I was there in Miami, and the Jets looked like a good football team. You erase all the games that led up to it and say hypothetically that was week one. Like if the Jets played the Dolphins week one, say, just bear with me here with this hypothetical. If that game was week one of the season and we don't know any knowledge of what happened previously, we don't have a 3-9 record, we're not eliminated from the playoffs, even though now we officially are, and you come away from that game losing the way that you did, you'd be like, oh wow, Aaron Rodgers 339 yards, Devontae Adams 100 plus, Garrett Wilson 100 plus. Unfortunate. We should have won that game a little, just one or two plays did not go our way. Let's go out there and go on a run, right? That happened all season. We'd be feeling good, but no. We lose to the Patriots in New England. That was the first start of the incompetent mess, right? We lose to the Indianapolis Colts the way that we did. And we're not getting blown out. The Jets play the game of football pretty well. They just don't know how to win the game. You ever play I don't know what analogy to pick up here, but my realization with the Jets football team, and I've said it on the huddle, I said it on the roundtable, is it feels like the Jets play the sport of football well, but they don't play it well enough to win. And that's not a big revelation. It's obvious, but they're good at playing the game, but they don't know how to win when it matters the most. They don't have winning in their DNA. They're not champions. They don't, look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They win games even when they don't play their greatest football. Patrick Mahomes is not having an MVP season I mean, you can argue Mahomes is having one of the worst seasons of his career statistically, and he's still winning. That's because they have championship in their DNA. They know what it takes, right? They have a culture. They have a set standard. And that's something the Jets are missing desperately. They've been missing it for a while. 14 straight years. The only consistent thing about the Jets and their 14-year playoff drought is one thing, and one thing only. The owners. Woody Johnson. He's the man upstairs. He's the chairman. And if he's going to stay here with the Jets and not sell the team, he's got to switch things up. Because what he's been doing the last 14 years is not working. And now he has a chance to either hit on this next regime or fail yet again. This is probably the most pressured offseason the Jets are going to have in a long time, because this is an offseason that's either going to set the team back another 3 or 4 years by hiring the wrong coach, and we have to fire him again in 3 to 4 years, or he hits on this and we have a coach and GM for the next 7 to 10 years. That's the goal. Whoever we hire is someone we want here for 7 years, more than one contract, right? We hired Todd Bowles. He was here for what, 4 or 5 years, if that? 4 maybe, I believe. Adam Gase hired here for 2 seasons. Robert Saleh lasted 3.5 seasons. Not even a half. 3 years in 3 games, 4 games, whatever it was. So the goal is whoever we hire is going to last longer than their contract. Extension. We want to extend this coach and GM that we hire in 4 to 5 years from now. And I'm so sick. I feel like we're in a cycle of just a loop. I mean, if anybody's into science fiction or watch any like time warping films or TV shows about that stuff, it feels like we're in the cycle theory. It's just over and over. It's a time loop. You're right. Every 3 to 4 years, here we go. Who the Jets get to hire? Who's the quarterback? Who's that? This team lacks something so important. And you can't, you can't have this quality I'm about to mention without hiring the right people. But we do not have continuity. The only thing that has continuity is the ownership. We need continuity. And I thought, Robert Saleh being here, he was establishing a culture and obviously a failed one. But now we have to realize that the Jets have to open up every single opportunity for this GM to come in here and develop a new organization from the ground up. And I'm not sure if Jets fans are ready to admit that it's going to be a really, really rough offseason. There was a report over the weekend from Ian Rappaport that the Jets are likely to draft a quarterback in the first round, whether Aaron Rodgers comes back or not. I think better. I know that a lot of people are, not everybody, but there's a lot of people that are looking at a specific quarterback all of a sudden. Drew Aller out of Penn State. I'm very curious to get your guys' thoughts. Out of the Jets media subscribers, people that watch my show, do you like the idea of a Drew Aller? Is he a prospect that intrigues you? Because I've noticed that some people are looking at him as a guy that they want to bring in after his game against Oregon. Drew Aller is someone that, I don't know. I got to do more research on him before I formulate my own opinion on him. I'll be honest, I do not watch Penn State football, but I got to do research on him. And that's something there. Drew Aller has a Josh Allen arm. That's interesting. What happened to Travis? Jordan Travis had a setback, and we cannot go into next season with him as the only guy. Like, he's going to be our guy. No, we can't go into this next season with just Jordan Travis. We got to draft the quarterback, have him compete with Jordan Travis, and then whoever quarterback we bring in. Now, there's a specific quarterback that I've been telling you guys I want the Jets to pursue all season long, and now it's official. Not official, but, I mean, look, now we got, people out there making content, out there making graphics on my boy. And this is a pipe dream for me at this point. It's not happening. But look, Sammy D, come home, Sam. Sam Darnold is a free agent. And I do not see this happening. I don't know. I guarantee you, Sam. And by the way, Sam wearing number 9 is crazy. I did not make this graphic. But I like the graphic nonetheless. Sam is not coming back to the Jets. Why would he want to come back? Number 1. Number 2, it would be the Jets would have to open up the book and pay him a lot of money. Do they have the money to do that with Aaron Rodgers' contract on books? And yeah, I mean, listen, people can laugh at this all they want, Sam Darnold's balling right now. I mean, did you not see what he just did? And I think there's like a 5% chance this actually happens. But the people that are laughing at this are not looking at the reality of what Sam's doing in Minnesota. When you support Sam with proper coaching and proper organization, he's going to live up to the potential that we all fell in love with when we drafted him. Now, the big question is, do the Jets have that around Sam to potentially elevate him? No, they don't. So that's why people be like, no, stay far away from Sam. He's going to come here and fail. So that's just something that I wanted to bring up because the Jets just continuously draft guys and get rid of them, and they're going to prosper somewhere else. I promise you this, man. Zach Wilson's probably going to get an opportunity down the line somewhere and be a franchise quarterback. Now, I'm someone that's way high. I've always been a Sam Darnold person over Zach Wilson. I'm even on record saying the Jets should keep Sam and not trade him. And it's like back at that offseason when we first hired Saleh and not draft a quarterback, we should keep Sam Darnold. I wanted the Jets to do that, and then the Jets traded Sam, so I had to get on the supporting train of Zach Wilson, of course. I'm a Jets fan. I'm going to support what the Jets do. But I was someone that was saying the Jets should do that. And people are like, nah, dude, draft Zach Wilson, draft Justin Fields. And I was like, And then we drafted Zach Wilson. I was like, all right, Zach Wilson it is. And you get that, right? Joe Douglas wanted to draft his own quarterback, and he failed completely, which is why he's fired. So this new regime that's going to come in, they may want their own quarterback in the draft. Right away, go draft your guy. Go draft your guy. I don't even know what to expect, man. We got a super chat. Lascelles says, why don't we watch some Drew Aller highlights right now? I can't watch highlights with you guys on live. We could watch tape, though. That's definitely going to happen eventually. Lascelles, appreciate the super chat, man. Drew Aller is a guy I'm definitely going to do some homework in, man. Wilson will never be a starting QB. Richie's delusional. So, Sal, you obviously don't know what I mean. You can call me delusional all you want with a crying emoji, Sal. But the point is, whatever the Jets do in draft, they fail. Usually they go somewhere else and they succeed. That's not me supporting Zach, and I think Zach is good. It's just a thing with the Jets. We drafted Geno Smith. Down the line, he's a quarterback that's successful for the Seattle Seahawks. We draft Sam Darnold. We trade him away. He's successful somewhere else. We draft Zach Wilson. All I'm saying, history may repeat itself. You can call me delusional. That's not me saying I think Zach Wilson's a good quarterback. I was never high on Zach Wilson. I was obviously defending him and supporting him when he was a Jet because that's what I do. I support my quarterbacks. But don't twist my words thinking that I believe Zach is a franchise quarterback because of his talents. It's just because if history repeats itself, we have every reason to believe what's going to happen. That's my point. But you can run with that all you want. We just don't know how to do it. We even brought in Aaron Rodgers, a Hall of Fame quarterback, and did him dirty. So that's the reality of this football team. So you look at the tankathon. The Jets are now 7th. Everybody that's like, oh, dude, Richie, we got to lose. We got to lose, bro. Let's lose for a better draft pick. Yeah, we lost. We lost. And we fell. We went from 6 to 7. Now, if we won, we would have fell to where? 9. But listen, man, for the people that want the Jets to keep losing for the draft, I mean, I'm not going to get into this. I really am tired of it because I don't care about draft picks. I really don't. Whether the Jets have the 7th pick or the 11th pick or the 4th pick, it doesn't move me. All right? It doesn't move me. But let's get into the big board and see where the Jets should be targeting. I know that a lot of people like Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. And here I am talking about the draft, by the way. I thought, oh, God, I'm about to go on a rant. I thought we'd not be talking about the draft right now at this point. Be honest with you guys. Heading into this season, I'm like, yeah, we're not talking about the draft this upcoming season. In December, we're going to be talking about playoffs. Oh, was I dead wrong? Here we are looking at the big board. Looking at the damn big board, bro. Sickening, man. Let's look at these quarterbacks. So on Tankathon, their big board has Shedeur Sanders as the number 1 quarterback over Ward. Then you got Jalen Milroe. Ewers. I mean, I don't know, man. The only thing I like about Drew Aller is his size, but like I got to do more research on him before I get convinced on him. And this quarterback class is not deep. No one's really convinced on this QB class yet. And that's the sad thing. Like the one class the Jets need to go out there and get a QB, it feels like there's not a deep quarterback class. We're going to get one. We're going to get one. Flick says, so you want to be in purgatory like us, not getting QB. No, Flicks. I want a quarterback. We can get a quarterback wherever we draft. Okay? That's the reality of it. I don't root for losses. It's just that simple. I don't know why that concept is just so hard for people to grasp. People out there calling me a fake Jets fan for rooting for my team to lose. I mean, give me a break. Give me a break, man. Ashton Genty, what if the Jets go running back in the first round? Totally kidding. Not happening. Travis Hunter, probably going to go number 1 overall, number 2 overall, top 3. You never know. Could they go wide receiver? Not going tight end. I mean, we got our tackle last year. We don't need it. I mean, we do need a right tackle, but we're not going to draft one this year. So, you know, Mason Graham is the guy that a lot of people are obsessed with. Abdul Carter. Let's see what the mock draft has the Jets. Yeah, so Abdul Carter's going to the Jets. Edge. I mean, do we need another edge? Will McDonald, double-digit sacks. Jermaine Johnson coming off an Achilles. Oh, God. Here we go. Another draft offseason. Another draft offseason. Are you kidding me, man? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. So at the end of the day, the Jets have to go out there and put their best foot forward, man. The Jets have a high second-round pick, and we still have a third-round pick, by the way. It's not ours, though. It's Detroit's. So the one we traded away to the Raiders is higher than ours because we're bad and the Lions are good. So that's the Davante Adams trade, but we still have a third-round pick, which is pretty dope. Joe Douglas's trades are now all the trades. Like, think of what Joe Douglas is feeling. All the stuff he did, all the trades, all the draft picks to build something is now gone. And now whoever we hire is going to inherit what Joe Douglas did. Isn't that wild to think about? It is wild to think about. I'll answer that for you. And I have no idea who we're bringing on in next, but hopefully he's the right man. Sick of this. Folks, do me a favor. Hit the like button for the boy right now. I really would appreciate if you guys can hit the like button for the boy. Much love to everybody in the chat because smashing the like button and doing what you guys do, it's supports the channel more than you know. Now, I do want to get into some interesting odds on BetUS. If you guys want to sign up, you guys know that you guys can receive a 150% bonus on your first deposit when you sign up for BetUS by using the code YouTube150, 125% on your next 2. That's up to $2,000. Please bet responsibly, folks. They have an interesting bet where you can predict the exact Super Bowl matchup. Now, these are very favorable odds, very favorable, right? If you feel like you know who's going to face off against each other in the Super Bowl, go check it out, right? Buffalo Bills versus Lions, a very popular Super Bowl matchup. That's at plus 650. That's plus 650. It's Kansas City Chiefs versus Lions, plus 600. Chiefs Eagles rematch, plus 900, right? I mean, Ravens. I mean, do you guys have, what's your predictions right now? Let's see it. Who do you guys got going to the Super Bowl facing off against each other? Who do you got? Ravens, Vikings, that's a very funky one. That's unlikely, plus 4,500. Right? Chargers, could they sneak in? Colts, not happening. Steelers, could they sneak in? Very interesting, man. So if you guys want to go check out BetUS, definitely go do that. Wow, look at this. Broncos, Commanders, the battle of the rookie quarterbacks, plus 45,000, bro. That's unbelievable. So you guys can go check out those odds on BetUS. Flicks says, y'all better not get Beck or Ewers. Why? Because they suck? Oh, my God. Why is this class so bad? The one class we need. Richie, how many wins do you think the Jets will have at the end of the season? I mean, we're going up next week. We got the Jaguars, who are not good. Let's be honest. The Jets are also not good. Okay. Well, how many games do you have left? 4? 4 games remaining. right? The Jets are taking on the Jaguars, Rams, Bills, Dolphins. I think we could finish with 5 wins. That's really my prediction. I mean, listen, everyone, oh, Richie, you think you're going to win more games? The Jets suck. Yeah, dude, we suck. But the Jets are playing quality football, in my opinion, in terms of, started off fast against Seattle. They lost the game in the end. Started off strong against Miami. Lost the game in the end. Jaguars suck. They can easily beat the Jaguars. And I think the Jets can beat the Dolphins back at home in the last game of the season. You're in MetLife Stadium. It's going to be cold. Tua does not play good in cold weather. That's the games I think the Jets could win. Am I putting my mortgage on it? No. Do I have a mortgage? I don't. I just have rent. But that's my point. The Jets are not winning more than 5 games. That's the cap. We're not beating the Rams. It'd be cool if we can go to Buffalo and beat the Bills. I mean, I'm rooting for that, but very unlikely. Oh, Richie, you're delusional, bro. You're not winning the Dolphins. We literally had the Dolphins beat, and we easily should have won that game if Davante Adams stayed in bounds. I don't think Dolphins fans realize if Davante Adams stayed in bounds on that one play, we would have won the football game. You needed so many things to go your way. And I know it's a what-if thing, but let's not act like the Dolphins scrape the floor with the Jets, and you guys are just so much better than us. You're not. You're really not. And that proved it in that game. The Jets easily should have won that game, but we have a gene where we don't know how to win in the clutch. It's that simple. It's that simple. Only shot is Ward, Sanders, maybe Drew, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we're not getting Ward or Sanders unless we trade up, and that's just a fact. We're not going to be able to, draft them with our pick. We need to go and trade up for one of those two. Even if we lose out, we're probably not even getting these. Unless, crazy things. I mean, the Jaguars game, if we lose out and we finish with 3 wins, let's see. Where do you guys think the Jets would finish if we lose out? If we finish 3-13, the strength of schedule is, not in favor of the Jets. So that means we would need the Titans to win. The Jaguars would beat us. Carolina needs to win. New England needs to win. And Vegas and the Giants need to win in order for the Jets to leapfrog these teams. Because if the Jets keep losing and all these teams above us keep losing, what is the losing doing? We're staying right where we are. Our strength of schedule isn't going to change. I mean, does the strength of schedule change? I think it does, right? Based off of the who wins and stuff around the league. I don't know why this is such a big tiebreaker, the strength of schedule. But the Jets have a 5-16 strength of schedule, which brings us below the Titans, Jags, Panthers, and New England. So we really have a favorable tiebreaker even. I think that the Jets are going to try to trade up for their quarterback. Or maybe you stop winning games, 4-12 will get you Ward. How do you know 4-12 will get us Ward? Like I just said, even if we win one more game, look at the strength of schedule, bro. Tennessee, Jacksonville, Carolina, New England. You have them winning football games? We're below them. We're all tied. Even if we win 4 games, I bet you, if we win 1 game for the rest of the season, I bet you we're going to pick 7, 8, or 9. Maybe 6. We're not in a good position, man, to go and tank. Everyone's like, oh, tank for this guy. Tank. What's tanking going to do? And since when has a first-round pick completely, changed the outlook of an organization? I don't know, man. We just need to go out there and hit on the coach and let it roll, man. Let it roll. So, man, they even got NBA on Tankathon. This is crazy, man. Tankathon's a crazy sight. I hate Tankathon. I'm not a fan of Tankathon.com. No offense to Tankathon. Nothing personal. It's just me. I don't want to be on your website. I don't want to be on your website on December 10th. I don't. I want to be talking about playoffs. I don't want to be talking about this damn. Check Miller out. He's solid. Yeah, Jalen Milroe, I mean, people tell me that he's more of a running back. He doesn't have a lot of passing abilities. He's elite in terms of his mobility and his athleticism. I don't know if the Jets need that. The Jets need someone that can pass the damn ball. They really, really do. Which is why Aller is a guy that I feel like is raw. Like, if you want to tell me you can convince me on drafting Drew Aller and have him sit and learn behind Aaron Rodgers for a year next year, then we're talking. Like, Drew is a raw passing potential with a big body, big size. This is crazy. I don't want this to be the reality, but it is. It is, man. Here we go again. And, like, we I don't even talk about, like, the actual games anymore. Who looked good? Jamie Sherwood was a dog, right? Who cares? Free agent. DJ Reed kind of got beat. DJ Reed with the penalties, man. He's a walking machine of PI. You throw the ball in the vicinity of DJ Reed, he's going to get a flag now. And opponents know that. That's why they're doing it. Where's the pass rush? Where were you? Will, Quinnen, D-line. Oh, my God. The defense. What is the point of winning if you are out of the playoffs? Because this team needs to learn how to win. These players need to know what it feels like to win, bro. You want the losing mentality, just keep going, keep growing for a draft pick? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. If we lose, whip-de-doo, we get a better draft pick. There's literally a losing culture. I love it if this team can win football games and just feel the sense, oh, that's the taste of winning. Okay, let's use that as fuel. Like, the Jets in the clutch under Saleh have always lost. 2 years ago, the Jets were 7-4, and they lost 6 in a row in the clutch to miss the playoffs. Last year, without Rodgers, all bets were off. Jets were, 4-3 at one point, I think, and then we just went on a losing streak in the clutch. Like, this Jets team doesn't finish the season strong, ever. Over Ward. Who's over Ward? Milrow? What are you talking about, over Ward? Richie, you must be tired about the Jets missing the playoffs. Yeah, I am. You got that. I could not disagree with this more. I'm very happy we did not draft Brock Bowers. Nothing against Brock, but Brock Bowers is a guy that you want on your team in a win-now season. Now, the Raiders are not a win-now team, but I'd rather have a left tackle with the potential being the guy than a tight end. If you're imagine going into this offseason with a hole at left tackle, that would have been abysmal. I'd much rather have a hole at tight end than a hole at that left tackle. That's how I look at it. I know that Brock Bowers could be generational. He could be the best tight end ever, for all I care. But give me a solid left tackle over a generational tight end. That's just me. I think that left tackles are very rare to find. They are very expensive. And if the Jets hit on Olu, give me that over a Brock Bowers any day. And now I don't really... If Olu turns into a bust, then yeah, then we're talking. But he's looked solid over the last stretch of games so far. That's how I look at it. What are the betting odds of Vrabel taking the Jets head coaching job? I don't know if that's out there yet. Let me see. Where would that be? NFL specials. Yeah, they don't have it currently. We shall see. Yeah, they don't have it currently. But I'm sure they will when the offseason gets closer. All right, so, guys, I got to get ready for the huddle, which starts in less than 10 minutes. Flick says, when you said you would want Drew behind Aaron, yeah, I'd take Cam Ward over behind Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I'm someone that thinks that, I watched Sam Darnold start year one with the Jets. He failed. I watched Zach Wilson start year one with the Jets. He failed. If the Jets draft a quarterback, I'd much rather him sit. That's just me. Even if they don't sit the entire season. Do it the Drake May way. You start off the season with a veteran, and then you go in there, and I just don't want our guy that we draft to potentially start week one. That's just me. You guys agree with that or not? All right, guys, I got to go. I got to go get ready for the huddle, which is going to start in literally 5 minutes from now on BetUS TV's YouTube channel. I will see you guys then. Smokey says, Richie, I'm a Miami fan. Love your passion for the game. I appreciate that. Much love. I appreciate you guys. Salute to the chat. Hey, Richie, how was your flight? Hopefully next time you can take Amtrak to Miami. It's a fun experience. Take it from me. Amtrak to Miami. How long will that take? Hey, I'm an open-minded guy. I'll do it. But salute to the chat, folks. I'm out of here. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. See you on the huddle. Peace out. See you guys then.